Good evening, guys, and welcome back to my channel. So tonight I have a little mini fragrance haul to share with you. I have 3 fragrances that I want to talk about, including Kilian's Angel Share. So I have been wanting to get my hands on this fragrance for quite a while. It has been sold out for the longest time, and I'm really excited to share my thoughts on it with you. If you haven't already subscribed, I would love if you would consider heading on down and hitting the big red button and becoming part of our fragrance family. On this channel, we do talk mostly about fragrances, but we also sometimes do a little bit of home decor, sometimes decluttering, a little bit of fashion. So if that sounds like your thing, then definitely stick around. And without further ado, let's get started. Okay guys, so as you can see, I have 3 fragrances I'm going to be sharing with you today, and this is kind of a really impromptu video that I wasn't planning to make. I was actually going to save these and do a bigger haul at the end of the month because I do have a few more perfumes coming this week, but I haven't uploaded in a couple of days and I thought I would just do a little mini haul tonight. So the ones I'm going to be talking about with you are Angel Share by Kilian, which is quite popular right now. Also Agent Provocateur Fatale Intense, and Viktor and Rolf Spicebomb Extreme. And this is actually a male fragrance, or a masculine fragrance that's marketed toward men, but I wanted to try it for myself. So yeah, without further ado, let's start with these perfumes, and I will save the Angel Share for last because I have the most to say about that one. So let's start out with these 2 first. Okay, so first let's talk about Agent Provocateur Fatale Intense. So this one is actually pretty popular. I think out of a lot of the Agent Provocateur fragrances, I think this is one of the more popular ones. And I used to have a decant of this. I got a decant randomly from, I think, Fragrance Buy or something a long time ago, and at first sniff, I thought that it smelled pretty sexy, but I didn't love it, so I ended up getting rid of the decant, and then over the last couple months, I've heard a lot of people talking about this again, and I just really wanted to revisit it because it is kind of widely regarded as being like a sexy, sultry date night scent, and I just thought, you know what, my tastes have changed a little bit. Maybe I'll like it a little bit more this time around. So I ordered a bottle, very inexpensive. This one came from Walmart actually, and it was only $20. So I thought if I hate it, it's not very much money lost. I can probably just resell it. So I don't have the notes in front of me. I'm just going to tell you guys kind of what type of fragrance it is and what I get from it. And I'll also put the notes on the screen for you as always. So this is a kind of a gourmand, sensual evening patchouli fragrance. Hi guys, I'm just interrupting myself here. Yet again, my nose is deceiving me. It looks like, according to Fragrantica, there is actually no patchouli in this scent, although to me it smelled like there probably was, but maybe I'm just getting that vibe. But anyway, I apologize. There is actually no patchouli in this fragrance, at least not from what they have listed. It smells very similar to Angel from Mugler, which I am not a fan of. I used to have Angel Eau de Toilette, and I ended up decluttering it because even though I didn't mind it, it wasn't one of my most reached for fragrances. The original Angel was a little bit too much for me. It was just too much patchouli, too heavy, too sweet. You know how they say you're either an angel girl or you're an alien girl? I always tell you guys I'm definitely an alien girl. So I didn't really have high hopes for this fragrance. I kind of knew getting this one that I was going to be getting a more toned down, less suffocating, if I want to use that word, version of Angel. And that's what this is. This is just a little bit more kind of tolerable or wearable version of Angel for people who maybe don't love Angel. So for me, what I get is something very similar to Angel, but just a little bit softer and maybe a little bit less heavy on the patchouli and maybe a little bit more interesting, different. I think there might be a couple of spicy notes in there, so it is a little bit different from Angel for sure. But I still can't do this fragrance. Unfortunately, my boyfriend loves this. He thinks it smells really sexy, but this is going to be one of those occasions that I can't keep it just because he likes it. And as many of you guys know, I do have a habit of keeping fragrances that he really likes, even if they're not my favorite. If I don't mind them, sometimes I'll keep them. But this is going to be one of those ones I cannot keep just because he likes it, because I can't do it. It just doesn't work for me. Something about it I still don't like. It reminds me too much of Angel, and so yeah, I am gonna have to let this one go. Thankfully I didn't pay a whole lot for it, but that's my take on the Agent Provocateur. This also has really good performance, by the way. If you're wondering about projection, longevity, all of that stuff is pretty good with this. It's not a beast, but it's not weak by any means either. So the next one we're going to talk about in this absolutely stunning presentation of a bottle is Viktor and Rolf Spicebomb Extreme. So I have smelt this before, way back in the day when you were actually allowed to go and smell fragrances. Sometimes I'd wander into the men's section and I'd pick them up and sniff them. And I really liked this one, and I also liked the original Spicebomb. Everyone says these are quite unisex, and particularly they say the Spicebomb Extreme is the more unisex one. So I blindly ordered this bottle. It was a little bit expensive. I did get it from a discount site though, so I didn't pay quite as much as I would have. I think I got this from fragrancebuy.ca, and this is an absolutely delicious, seductive, intoxicating, long-lasting, almost beast mode fragrance. And this is a spicy tobacco vanilla, essentially. I think there might be tonka bean, but there is vanilla, there is tobacco, and there's also some spicy notes as well. And I really love the way this smells. But even for being a quote-unquote unisex fragrance, I still find that this does lean masculine. It leans pretty masculine, and I still can't wear it. So where something like Vanille Fatale from Tom Ford, I find that to be like perfectly unisex, or Bois Doré from Van Cleef & Arpels, I find that one to be perfectly unisex, like literally a man or a woman could wear it. For me, this one is about 65% masculine. I think it's the spiciness that does it for me, and I even tried layering this with a vanilla to see if it would kind of cut down on the spiciness and make it something I could wear. And even with putting a couple of different types of vanilla and kind of like experimenting with it, it was still a little too masculine, and I just don't think I'm going to be able to wear it. So unfortunately, this one is going to have to find a new home as well. My boyfriend doesn't care for it himself. He prefers like fresher scents. He doesn't love like warm spicy. He prefers like fresh, like Acqua di Gio and stuff like that. So yeah, so this one's going to have to find a new home. It is absolutely intoxicating, and I think it's so sexy, but I don't think, if I'm being totally honest with myself, I do not think I'm going to be able to wear this one. So now let's talk about the one that everybody is waiting to hear about, and this is Angel Share by Kilian. So first I'll show you the box. I ordered this from Holt Renfrew. It was about 260 Canadian dollars, and well, before I tell you how psyched I was for this fragrance, I'll just show you the box. So it comes in this beautiful packaging. And when you take the lid off, oh my God, have you ever seen a more exquisite, beautiful bottle? It is absolutely stunning. It comes in this little glass bottle that looks like a bottle of alcohol, a bottle of rum, and the lid pops off like so. And it's not a glass lid, it's a plastic lid, which I was kind of surprised about, and even so it's quite a heavy lid. And this is what the rest of the bottle looks like. It is just absolutely stunning, you guys. Everything about this presentation is beautiful. So I will put the notes up on the screen. I haven't actually read the notes since I've received it, but I will tell you what I think it smells like, how I feel about it, whether or not I'm in love with it, and yeah, we'll just go from there. Okay, so this fragrance, you guys, has been all over the place. People have been talking about this on almost every channel I see. It's popping up. It has been sold out on Sephora, on Holt Renfrew. It's been sold out everywhere. And I really didn't take much of an interest in this, to be very honest, when it first came out, because the notes didn't look like I would absolutely love them. Like, I didn't think it was going to be quite my thing. And then I saw that it was selling out, and I saw all the positive reviews, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to get my hands on this. It sounds like it's going to be incredible. Everybody is making it sound like the greatest thing to come out in 2020. So I ordered myself a bottle as soon as I found one that was available. And you guys, I'm not even going to try to hide my disappointment any longer. I am so not pumped about this fragrance. I'm so underwhelmed with it. So what people said that this smelled like was like gingerbread and booze, like a boozy, gingerbready, spicy kind of a scent. And I personally hate gingerbread. I don't like eating it. I don't like the way it really smells. But I was thinking to myself, you know what? People are not always accurate with their descriptions. Just because one person says they think it smells like gingerbread cookies doesn't mean that I'm going to think it smells like gingerbread cookies. So I was like, I'm not going to let that deter me. It sounded like it might be a really nice, boozy nighttime scent. And everybody was saying it's so sexy and it's a must-have and you have to try it. So you guys, from the second I sprayed it, I knew I didn't like it very much. And I hate to say that because maybe I'm going to be the only person in the room who doesn't love this. Please comment down below if you felt the same way. But what I really get from this is when you first spray it, it's quite spicy. It's spicy, and it definitely does have that like gingerbread cookie, gingerbread baking kind of smell to it. It really does have that like Christmas gingerbread spicy smell. There is also quite a strong booziness that you pick up in the opening. I believe there's a note of rum in here, and I do get that quite strongly in the opening. And after about 2 or 3 minutes, I start to pick up on like a little bit of a buttery sweetness. And after it dries down, it does become a little bit more sweet. When you first spray it, I find it to be very, very masculine. And the more that it dries down, the more it becomes unisex and the more it becomes a little bit sweeter. This is a very linear scent. It doesn't change a whole lot. It does become a little bit more feminine as it dries down. But I still get so much of that gingerbready, spicy scent, and I just don't care for it. I should have known better when I saw people talking about gingerbread. I should have known better. Oh, you guys, I want to like this so badly. I want to like this so badly because it actually smells quite pleasant in the lid right now when I'm smelling it, but I know that on my skin I did not like it, and I didn't like it to the point that I actually went to the washroom and washed it off because it was just too much, literally like spicy Christmas baking for me. It didn't wow me like I thought it was going to. I mean, you know when you read the notes about something and you think, oh, okay, that sounds like it would be good, but you're thinking it'll be bigger, you're thinking it'll be better or something different, or like I was expecting so much with this because of all the great reviews and because it was sold out and because of all the hype around this one, and I just can't do it. It's just totally not my thing, and to be very honest, I don't even know if I would want to smell this on a guy. Like, it's not even that it's too masculine, I just don't even know if I would want to smell this on a guy. If I'm comparing this to Spicebomb, I prefer Spicebomb, if I'm being totally honest, because this one at least is less like Christmas baking and it's more of that like warm, spicy vanilla tobacco. I love a good boozy scent. I love Jazz Club. I love, you know, a lot of Tom Ford scents. I love Vanille Fatale. I love Tobacco Vanille. I love all of those like boozy nighttime, and I don't even mind a good rum note if it's done well, but I just can't do this one. So anyways, I'm super disappointed in this one. I can't send it back because I did open it, obviously. So if anybody is interested in this, let me know. I will be selling this for sure, and I will give whoever wants it a really good deal. I definitely want it to go to a good home, and a part of me wants to keep it just for the bottle because the bottle looks absolutely stunning, but I'm not going to do that because it was so pricey and I would just feel guilty and feel bad about it every time I looked at it. So that is my thoughts on Kilian Angel's Share. Yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. I'm curious to hear what you think about this one if you've tried it. So that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching as always. If you haven't already, head on over and follow me on Instagram, where I share a lot of little tidbits of my life that I don't usually share here on YouTube. And also, if you have tried any of these fragrances, please let me know down below. I would love to hear what your thoughts are on Kilian's Angel Share, and I'll talk to you guys all next time. Bye for now.